Okay guys, let's get into the vocal side of Campfire Guitar Player Singer 101. It's very exciting. We have a vocal intro. Of course, we're going to go through what we're going to cover in this course. And in regards to what you've got coming up, this is very exciting. For the people that are taking just the vocal side of this course, this is the section for you. But realistically, folks, if you're the guitar player and the singer, make sure you're super comfortable with all the guitar stuff now completed, now finished, now memorized, because you've got some real good stuff coming up at you now. All right, make sure that all the guitar work has been done up until now, because the vocal work will need your 100% attention. Are you guys ready to get into the vocal stuff? All right, vocal training intro is going to be on your videos. You're going to want to set a specific time to practice, and you're going to want to put this on your calendar and follow it religiously, day by day, week after week, month after month. Super important. Don't let this slide. Okay, your practice environment, we're going to teach you how to set that up and control that so that you have the maximum use of the program and you're going to get the maximum benefit from the program. From your talking voice to your singing voice, we're going to take you there as well. We're going to get you to relax your muscles. We're going to show you exactly how to do that. We're going to get you drinking hot water all the time. If you've never done it before, it's a wonderful thing. Hot to warm. You don't want it scalding, of course, but nice and hot, nice and warm. It is our best friend. Your voice muscle awareness and the strengthening. This is going to be a really cool thing for you. You guys are going to record yourself right at the beginning, and then you're going to record yourself 3 months from now. You're not going to believe, well, you're going to believe because you're going to see it. You're not going to believe the awareness that you're going to have after you've gone through this and after you've worked it and after you've practiced it. It's really incredible to notice how your voice muscle awareness and strengthening actually happens. It's very exciting. So, are we in a practice environment or are we in a performance environment? These are two completely different environments. We're going to get into that as well. You're going to learn how to choose a room with reverb. So, we're going to describe what a room with reverb is, and you're going to want to choose a room with reverb to practice in and, of course, perform in. All right, the importance of recording yourself. We're going to get into why that's super important. Only focus on the positives. There's a section on that. Your posture and your position is also very important as you're practicing and getting ready to perform, because this is all about performing. Now, why lemon is not a good idea. Okay, we'll go into that as well. Your basic stretching exercises, whether it be before you practice or before you perform, we're going to give you that as well. Okay, so now getting into the nuts and bolts of the performing side of things. Right from the very beginning, I want you guys to think of you as a performing artist. Okay, right from the very, very beginning. Because as you do, you're going to adopt breath control, diaphragm control, abdominal strengthening, a strong sense of rhythm. Your voice is an instrument. Having an instrument for tonal recognition. This is going for practicing as well as performing. So make sure that tone is nice and clean that you're generating, and that'll help you recognize your tone. Singing on the beat or just after it, why that's important, and how to make use of that. Your first vocal tones, that's very exciting. Your vocal sound development, we're going to work on that as well. Working your breath control with your tones. You're putting, starting to put 2, 3 things together now. Vocal sweeps, doing small ones and large ones. Never scream, ever, even when you're outside at a party or whatever. Never scream. You want to make sure that this instrument is now well taken care of. Be very, very careful of your voice. It's a soft, beautiful, wonderful instrument. You want to protect it. Now we look right at your range, okay? So you're going to do your maximum highest note, you're going to do your maximum lowest note, and then your range is in between that at a very comfortable area. And we're going to continually focus on muscle strengthening of the vocal folds, the vocal area, the vocal cavity, the larynx area. Okay, stay inside your range, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep you inside your range as you're doing more and more work with songs, when you're doing more and more work with melodies. You're never going to have to push outside your range. We're going to move songs into your range. So this is all part of private lessons coming up as well. So, are you guys ready to get started on the vocal side of things? Fantastic. Hang on to this. I've got another chapter coming for you right now. Okay guys, last part of this. I just want you to have lots of fun creating all the tones you can possibly imagine, because we're going to use certain tones to sing with, but I want you to learn this instrument and really get as many weird, bizarre sounds as you can. So we're going to have some fun creating tones. I'll give you some live vocal examples as well of stuff I've done on the cruise ships, as far as climbing into the artist's tones, and some land gigs as well. If you're into country, yeah, I can get into country drawl with you as well, especially on private lessons. We can go over that and really climb into the artist's attitude. So listen closely to your artists, guys. Like, whatever you want to sing, really go after who they are, male, female, whatever it is, and just, try to become them essentially, because these are all going to be added to your toolbox. Super, super important. We're going to look at how to create vibrato. Now, vibrato takes a little while, so you have to know that this is going to be an exercise, but you will be able to do it. You just got to start, as I go through it on the course, and just work it over time, okay? So creating semitones, whole tones, thirds, and fifths. This is primarily the body of you as a vocalist. Most all songs that you're going to sing, you'll be singing a semitone, a whole tone, a third of some sort, and a fifth. So this section of the course is getting your vocal muscles used to going from one tone to a semitone above it or below it. So creating semitones, whole tones, fifths, and thirds, they all have a different feeling within the larynx. My job is to get you guys used to this, so that when it comes time to singing, it's not going to be strange to you because you've done it 1,000 times, okay? And you're going to become excellent vocalists. Again, speed is not the goal here. I want to make sure I put this on the whiteboard as well. Nailing the note is the goal, okay? That's worth saying twice. Speed is not the goal. So I'm not trying to rush you out the door tomorrow to get you on stage, right? But what I do want to do is make sure you're nailing the notes of the songs you're singing. And this is why recording and listening yourself back is so important. Because you might get, 50% of the notes first time through, and after you've worked it for a while, 75% of the notes, and after you're getting really good, 90% of the notes, but there's still maybe 2 or 3 notes in there that you have to follow up on that you're not quite getting to, okay? So this is the most important part of the entire course, is nailing the notes of the songs you're singing. If it's a run or a line, I can go over this with you in private lessons, but I want to give you this now globally across the board for anybody getting this course, wanting to becoming a performing vocalist. Please cement it into your mind that nailing the note is the most important thing to do, okay? We're going to talk about breathy tones and how to create them. We're going to talk about the largest tone you can create and how to create that. We're going to talk about, in video 5, this is your workout video, okay? So this is where you're going to take your time and go through all the semitones, all the whole tones, all the thirds, and all the fifths. I explain it here, and then you guys go for it here. And it's a bit tedious, okay? But just please know that what you're entering into here is not just a weekend throw together. You're entering into becoming a vocalist for the rest of your life, okay? So do the work. Apply the time. You're going to be wonderfully rewarded when it comes time to produce this stuff for real in live performance, okay? So keep working on this. I put the word working there. Keep working on this. Don't get discouraged. Don't get behind. Don't get lazy. Don't get, all freaked out. Everybody can do this. We all have the voice. We just have to apply the time, and you have to put the time in, and you're going to keep on working, okay? So let's make that a promise. And I want you to keep singing one tone while listening to the next tone. So once you get good at the fundamentals, you're going to be singing one tone, listening to another tone, and then going up to it while you're still listening to one tone, and then going up to it and nailing it. This is kind of like near the end of the course. It's kind of like your final exam. To be able to pull this off is really cool, because this is what all singing is when it comes to singing songs. You're singing a line, you're actually singing one note while thinking or hearing in your mind the next note, then going to it and nailing it perfectly. That is the key that we unlock success with, is that guy right there. Okay, and then we're going to for sure focus on song development, because that's, after all, what we're going to do. We're not going to go out there and do scales. We're not going to go out there and say, hey, it's so great I can sing a whole tone away from this note. Crowd's probably not going to be that excited about that, but they will be excited on how you can do a song really well. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect the first time out, right? We're going to break through that fourth wall, it's called, getting out there performing, breaking down the jitters, getting yourself comfortable performing in front of people. This is not going to come overnight, but it will come if you stay working on it. All right, guys, let's have some fun. Come on in, get yourself set up at the school. And if Campfire Guitar Player Singer 101, it's kind of an interesting name I came up with, if this works for you, then yeah, this is the beginning of your career. This is huge. So even though I've labeled it Campfire Guitar Player Singer 101, this is stage, this is duo, this is trio, this is full band, this is cruise ship, this is on land, this is everywhere. So it's the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. All right, let's have some fun. I'll see you on the inside.